Look, now I know a lot of you must have seen me up here and been like, there's no way this girl's a swimmer. I mean, look at me, right? But looks are very deceiving. Because not only have I swam in a pool, I have swam in a lake, a river, a sea, and of course, I've won an international medal. Now, here's the twist. The medal is not the greatest thing sports has given me. Yes, it is shiny, it is really pretty looking, and a lot of people have congratulated me, but it is certainly not the best thing. The best thing swimming has given me is a person. Describing her is like describing fire. She can warm you, she can shape you, she can light your way, but she will also burn you. I didn't really take swimming because I had some grand dream. It was not like a movie montage. I actually took it because I had severe FOMO and a lot of my friends were doing it at the time, so I decided to join. There was no vision, no discipline, no idea what I was doing, and honestly, it showed. I wasn't the fastest, I was certainly not the strongest. Coaches didn't exactly circle my name in red. I was sort of like background noise in a pool of flashy talent. But then Miss Develina noticed me. She didn't just see a swimmer, she saw a possibility. And not in a comforting, motivational way. She saw it in the, you don't know it yet, but I'm going to drag it out of you kind of way. She took my chaotic, messy strokes and refined them. Before her, I swam like I was arguing with the water. After her, I started swimming like I was working with it. But the real transformation was not physical, it was mental. She believed in me in a way that felt almost unreasonable. Like she had access to a version of me I didn't even know yet. And when someone believes in you like that, it's unsettling at first because now you have something to live up to. And slowly that belief rewrites you. But here's where the story stops being simple. She wasn't easy. She was strict, precise, and unforgiving in the most silent way. She didn't shout. She didn't lecture me endlessly. She gave me this look, this very disappointed look. And that look stayed with me. It dismantled me faster than any words could ever. On bad days, I dreaded it. That quiet disappointment sat heavier than anger. It followed me home. It sat with me at the kitchen table and then went back to practice with me. She lived by the saying, "Laaton ke bhoot baaton se nahi mante." And training under her felt exactly like that philosophy. No shortcuts, no excuses, just push again and again. There were days I loved her for it. There were days I absolutely didn't. But somewhere in that chaos of love and frustration, I grew. She pushed me into long distance swimming and open water swimming, areas I wouldn't have chosen for myself. See, pools are safe, they are measured. See, the sea doesn't care about your timing, a river doesn't care about your rhythm, and a lake does not care whether you're ready or not. And in those spaces, I learned trust in my body, in my training, and in myself. Before competitions, when fear would creep in quietly and sit in my chest to the point where I felt like throwing up, I could go to her. Not because she would sugarcoat things, because she wouldn't. She had this way of grounding me and making everything feel real but manageable. Somewhere along the way, she stopped being just a coach. And I don't think she fully knows what she's done for me. How much of who I am is shaped by her. Her stubborn belief, her relentless standards, and her refusal to let me settle for anything less. Now I'll admit something that's not very inspirational. I hate losing. It's not cute, it's not motivational. I genuinely, deeply have a hatred for it. In fact, some would say I hate losing more than I love winning. Winning feels good. It does for about 2 seconds once you get off that stadium. But losing feels like everything is collapsing all at once. I couldn't handle it. Every loss felt personal, like proof I wasn't enough. But she changed that too. Not by making losing any easier, she changed what it meant. She taught me that a pool doesn't owe you victory, that effort does not guarantee you a medal. Sometimes you can do everything right and you won't even come second or third or a place at all. And that doesn't make you a failure. It makes you a sportsman. Because swimming, like life, isn't about controlling the outcome. It is about showing up again and again and again, even when the result doesn't go your way. And one day she said something that stayed. If you can't lose like a winner, you don't deserve to be a swimmer. Wow. At first it felt harsh, now it feels true. Because losing like a winner means walking away with your head held high, knowing you gave everything you had. It means respecting the sport enough to accept its unpredictability. It means choosing resilience over self-doubt. So yes, swimming has given me medals. It has given me stories. It has given me a whole lot of experiences. But the best thing it has ever given me is a person who told me to keep swimming when the water gets rough. Wow. Thank you.